Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, hello. How are we?
We are fine. How are you, Steph?
I'm good. Well, sort of good.
Sort of good.
Yeah, I will explain shortly.
Okay. Okay.
Kind of.
I'm in the midst of things, and instead of sharing my messy apartment with everyone, I'm just gonna turn my camera off. But my presence is here.
Okay.
So okay.
Okay,
So
you got it.
Can you see me?
I can see so many people. I am completely blown away.
56 people. Wow.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
like a record attendance, and which makes my situation very, very awkward.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Yeah. I'm gonna wait.
Hi, Angel.
Hi, Curtis.
Gonna wait a
How you
couple
doing?
more minutes and
Hi.
then address everyone at
He's not.
once. What?
Tell us.
I'm
Um,
just gonna. This is like I am so blown away because this is the first time we had over 150 registration, which is amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, it's a big
And
thing.
it is a massively big thing.
Yeah.
And again, which makes this.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What?
Just give me a minute.
Take your time.
Oh,
It's okay.
Lord.
No rush.
Well, just want to give everybody who's coming a chance to get in and then deliver the message. There's nothing like being a messenger in a very awkward situation.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'll be okay.
Mom, when we get there, I'm gonna put a bunch of balloons on top.
Thank
Okay. How is everybody?
Good.
We're
Some of
good. The
you are-
PD.
Some of you are probably already on vacation, and I'm very jealous. Those of us in New York
Nope.
City, you're not jealous, or you're not on
Okay.
vacation yet.
Getting there.
Yeah.
To speak about
Those of us at the
I
high
can
school
barely
level
hear you
have,
and my speakers up.
Professor of Japanese and Director of
Oh,
Graduate
dear.
Studies in Japanese
Yeah.
Japanese in the Department of Asian Languages and Civilizations here at the University of Colorado. Boulder.
he's on a double Zoom session, and here it sounds like. Those of us in New York City have, at the high school level, at least have 5 more days of classes left, which is awesome. And then we have a week and a half of regions.
Is anybody else having trouble hearing? I can't hear anything. Except I hear other people loudly, but I can't hear
Me?
Steph.
I just muted everyone.
Oh,
You can unmute yourselves, but I muted everyone because I was hearing all kinds of external stuff too.
right. I can't
Oh.
hear you though.
You're
My
not hearing me
speaker's up.
right- You're not hearing me right now?
Barely. Well,
Sorry.
maybe with everybody else muted, I can hear better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, got it. Is that better? Maybe try raising your volume a bit on your end.
Yeah,
I'm not saying much right now, so you're okay.
right. All right. I'll just, now that everybody else is muted, I'm all right.
Okay. Let's see. Buffalo goes until the 26th. Yeah, we go till the 26th also, but only 5 instructional days left, which is fantastic. Once the classes are over, then we get to do the work of putting our rooms back together and taking inventory and all that great stuff. I wish the cleaning fairies would come in and do it for me. Let's see. So we have, how many participants are we up to? We have 67 participants. That's amazing. That's amazing. All right. So I'm not going to delay the agony any further. So I have been on pins and needles excited about this ever since I booked it with him 3 months ago. And, I kept sending him emails and confirming, and everything was fine. And then literally last night, I get an email from his brother telling me that he had flight problems and will be midair during the time that he is supposed to be flying back from Paris today. So he is not going to be joining us this evening. However, he was lovely enough to send me a pre-recorded message to everyone, and we will definitely be rescheduling. I have to talk to his people and figure out a new date, and I will send everybody notifications when that happens. So I apologize on his behalf. I am super, super bummed out. This is the first time since I started this that this has happened, and it's just major sucky. But these things happen, and there's nothing much I can do about it. So I'm going to play you guys the video, and if you would like to have a conversation after his video, that would be great. And if you want to sign off and go pass out or deal with your family, that's fine too. I totally understand. So let me share my screen and find, you know what, hang on a second. This is always tricky. Let me get to the screen. Here we go. And then go back to Zoom and share my screen. And you guys let me know, can you see a video screen on your end? Just thumbs up for me. All right, okay. So here is Peter's message. I'm so sad. I'm so sorry. I just feel so terrible. And I don't know if anybody knows a way before I play this to contact Zoom registrants in the event that something like this happens in one easy, swift movement. That would be great. I did not see any way to email 150 people individually. So if anybody has a trick, please let me know. I would really appreciate it.
Hello, my friends. This is Peter H. Reynolds, and I just wanted to say how sorry and disappointed I am not to join you live tonight due to some complicated travel schedules. I'm actually in Paris as I'm recording this, and my travel does not permit me to join you at the event tonight. So I just wanted to say that I appreciate the invitation to speak with kindred spirits, and a big thank you for all you do. It's the end of a year, school year. I hope it was a good one. I hope you have some amazing memories, and some of you may have celebrated International Dot Day. If you don't know what International Dot Day is, learn about it. It's an amazing celebration of creativity. It was created by a teacher in Iowa, and he decided that it would be a wonderful thing to do to celebrate creativity. And his elementary school kids got together and they created dots, and they signed them. Of course, they read my book, The Dot. Hopefully, you know that book, Dot, Ish, and Sky Color, the trilogy about creativity, which is called the Create Trilogy. So Terry had this amazing celebration, Terry Shea, who sadly passed away last year, right after Dot Day. But he didn't get to see, he got to see 190 countries coming together celebrating something that started in his classroom to celebrate the power of creativity and what it means to make your mark. So it's not just art, it's not just creativity, but it's creative problem solving and using our talents and our gifts to make this world a better place. And that's what I am doing with my team at ReynoldsTLC.org, that is teaching, learning, and creativity. And we are trying to inspire all teachers to activate creative thinking to change things for the better. There are some really wonderful things going on in education in the United States, and we want to see more of it. And we want to make sure that there's policy, resources, and funding to support the innovation that we're seeing here and there, but it needs to be supported on a national level. It's really got to be a national mission. Like we said, we're going to put somebody on the moon by the end of the decade. We need to make every school an amazing school and have all the resources that they need. I am a big believer that sharing our voice is really the American story, right? Your voice is important. We want to hear from you. And we need to encourage people to share their voices in creative ways. These are very challenging times we're living in right now. And there's a lot of hate, and that hate is very loud. And kindness and love is much quieter. So we need to amp up the kindness, amp up the love. And we can do that in creative ways. So we can do it through art, through design, through words, through music, through events, through the clothes we wear. And so I encourage all of you to amp up the kindness, broadcast out the mission, and know that I am an ally, as is ReynoldsTLC.org, Reynolds Center for Teaching, Learning, and Creativity. It's a mouthful. And also Fable Vision Learning, which is a company that I started. 28 years ago, I started Fable Vision. So we have Fable Vision Studios. Check that out, fablevision.com. And Fable Vision Learning is our education division. And we are going into schools. We have tools, animation tools, engineering tools. We have animation certification for kids. We have creativity certification for grown-ups. If you haven't gone through our course yet, there's a wonderful course, the creativity course. You'll get a suitable for framing beautiful certificate to let everybody in your district know that you are an amazing creative human being and that you are an advocate of creativity. So join us in the mission to spread creativity across the land. And again, a huge thank you to everything you do. Know that my books are available in your library to inspire you. I've got new books in the works. I've got 3 more I'm working on right now. The next time we chat, we will go into more depth. And I'd also love to hear from you. You know, what are your successes? What are your challenges? And how can I help? How can Fable Vision Learning help? How can the team at Reynolds TLC help? And by the way, we're opening up a interactive studio and inviting teachers in starting September. Check it out at tlc.org. It's going to be a really exciting venue with video, podcasting, green screens, maker space, event space, and we're going to bring people together, especially educators, help them recharge their creative batteries so they can go back into schools and help students recharge and empower students to be the next generation of positive storytellers, right? Creating powerful, purposeful, positive media. And so I'm wishing you all an amazing journey. My phone is ringing. That means I have to go. So take care. Wishing everybody a wonderful journey. Keep making your mark.
So, that was completely lovely. Does anybody want to share thoughts on what he just said? Feel free to unmute yourself. I thought what he said about sharing kindness was beautiful. I really do believe that we need to do that because everybody is walking around basically crispy fried and burnt out and short-tempered, and everybody's in their own heads and can't see past what they're dealing with, and it makes it hard sometimes to deal with other people. So I'd like to consider creating some kind of collaborative project that is about sharing gratitude, sharing blessings, sharing kindness. And I'm going to think about that so that when we actually come back together again with him, we can talk to him about our ideas. And I will be quiet now in case anybody else would like to say something.
What was the certificate class he had mentioned? I heard it, but I didn't know what he was talking about. Somehow show your teacher. I don't know.
Certificate class?
He was talking about something about, his organization and how they.
He's gonna, he visits everybody, and he has a new facility that's opening up in Massachusetts that you can go visit. I don't think he mentioned anything specific, but he said teachers are welcome to check out his new facility starting in September. His sister actually emailed me about visiting that, and they're very excited about it because it's a hugely interactive situation. So I'm actually going to look into that when they're ready and open. But this is, I'm when we reschedule and we have him here, we'll definitely have the CTLE situation available for you for that. I'm not going to be offering that tonight because really if you want to leave at this point, I totally understand. If you want to get a conversation going, that's fine too. I'm just gonna go with whatever you guys want to do. I feel so terrible. I'm so sorry. Does anybody know of a quick, easy way to contact registrants on Zoom? Because I looked it up last night to try to send you all a group email, and there was really no way to do that. I don't know how to do that. So, oh, everybody's being so nice to me. Thank you. I'm disappointed, and I
I
just
understand, Steph, but you know, he's in France. He's
I
not, there's
know.
nothing he can do. But
I know.
definitely, I mean, it would actually, what a nice preview for what
Yes.
he is going to say to us. So I'm so glad that you were able to show us that video clip, and we'll certainly look forward to joining you again in a really big Zoom.
Yes, this has been amazing. What a great turnout. And his brother was an assistant is really, really kind about working together to set something else up at another time. And they made sure that they sent the video so we didn't have, just silence. Kelly, yes, go ahead.
I have to say, having that little preview also gave me the idea that I want to ask my music teacher and our pre-K teachers who do a lot of creative stuff. One used to be an art teacher to join next time. So it gave like more of an idea of what he's going to be talking about, and that it's not really just for the art teachers, though I
No,
think we're probably the
for
most
sure.
person. It would be really excellent, I think, to ask some other teachers to come on with us.
Well, totally.
I
When
think it's
I
great.
send the next mailing, share it with anybody that you want to invite. Absolutely.
I'm probably going to share it with my whole elementary school
That's perfect.
because I
Why
think
don't you
it's
tell him
awesome.
to make it up? He can come to the NISADA conference.
Well, we're working
That would be
on that.
awesome.
We're working on that. It's on our list for next.
That will, you can give him a little kindness guilt.
Yeah, right.
You
I had
know,
suggested it, and he's on the list, so maybe it's already in the works. I don't know. Carol, you know anything about it?
So they still are piecing together a few more of the elements. I would not expect to see him at this November 2024, but certainly option for the future.
Awesome.
Yeah, we have, as you know, I can't tell the unveiling of who we have secured so far for the NISADA conference, but I'll tell you, when I heard the big ticket name, I was like, can't wait.
Oh, you gotta keep it a surprise like Christmas. You don't want to know what's inside the box.
No,
Right.
I
I
believe
have-
it.
Waiting to wait.
I have to.
It's very cool.
I have never been disappointed.
contest
I don't
it.
know who it is.
Go
But
ahead. Sorry.
nope, that's okay. I'm always excited about conference.
I can't wait. Yep.
Beth,
Anyone else want to share anything? Oh, Mom, I see you. Yes. Hi.
can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay, I was going to suggest that maybe Mario could help figure out how to notify everybody about.
Yeah, I already
next
have a message
week.
into him. He hasn't. We had a long conversation about other stuff yesterday too, so he's probably talked
Okay.
out.
Right.
Ah,
Steph, thank you for all you've been doing. These art teachers, art club has just been phenomenal. I just love how it's bringing NICADA and NISADA together to celebrate more art.
thank
Thank you.
you. I love that I have finally, I keep saying this. I found my tribe when I accidentally fell upon Sagamore, and it just keeps leading me to all the right people in the right places, and I'm home. I'm home doing these things, and I appreciate oh God, I appreciate you too. Thank you so much. And I appreciate all of you for coming to all the sessions and encouraging me and just being wonderful participants. And this has really been a labor of love the last few years, and I want to just keep it going. Thank you so much, Curtis, for your messages. Oh my God, I have 47 messages. Whoa.
How
All
do people get those messages that you're showing on the screen? How do you send it?
You go to the bottom of your screen, and where it says more, you hit on chat, and then you can, you get a window and pops up that you could send messages.
Ah, okay.
Kelly says you can cancel a Zoom meeting. It gives you an option to state why really? Oh, thank you, Pam C. I don't feel amazing right now, but thank you. I'll feel amazing when this gets rescheduled, and I'll be very confident in that. Jenna, you raised your hand.
Yes, hi. First of all, thank you so much. And you've been so helpful. So please don't feel like you've let us down or anything. And I know it's probably hard to tell, but just ballpark figure, would you say if this does get rescheduled, will it probably be for next school year, the fall? It wouldn't be something we'd look for in the summer, would it?
Well, I have one scheduled in July, believe it or not. Usually I don't schedule anything in July, but I'm considering it because I have the July one scheduled, and she's sort of an online celeb also. It's Allie Manning. She's from Vintage Page Designs. She does bookmaking and bookbinding, and she's also ironically in Massachusetts. If I can get them in the same month, maybe I'll do it. Otherwise, I'll just wait for the school year. I'm not sure. Would you guys prefer to wait till the school year or do it in July? Mary Beth is shaking her head. You want a summer one? I saw you. Jamie screaming no. What's the no for? I see the no with a lot of exclamations. Oh, do it now? Well, okay. I'm going to call his people and have his people talk to my people, which is me, tomorrow. and, and we'll see what we can arrange for everybody. Except for the week that I'm going to be at Sagamore, end of July to beginning of August. I guess everything else is open, so I'll see what I can arrange. You can be sure it'll be on a Thursday though, so we'll see what happens. Okay, I appreciate you all for showing up. And again, I'm sorry this didn't work out today, but we'll be back on track, and we'll meet Peter. I can't wait, actually. I did not create the painting behind me. I saw it online and fell in love with it, and I stole it for my background. I'm just reading the messages that keep popping up. I think actually it's inspiring me to do one like it because I absolutely love it. Okay, I'll stop apologizing, Kelly. I still feel guilty, Kelly, for having messed up the recording for your session, and that's, I still feel bad about that too.
Oh my God, I totally forgot to record it. I was going to record one and send it to you.
Okay.
I'll get to that this summer.
You know what? We're human and these things happen and we just got to get over it, and that's it. That's it.
Yep.
And just be nice to each other and keep it moving. That's all. So I might have something to inspire kindness. I was at a PD today in Manhattan at the Museum of Arts and Design. And there was an exhibit there. Right now, I can't even remember who the artist was, but I walked into the room and it looked like two of the entire walls in the gallery were covered with ceramic panels, like mosaics. And it was gorgeous. And the closer you walk, all it was square, like maybe 24 by 24 size panels that were covered in handmade, slow stitched little pouches and little purses, like miniature everythings. And it was the most beautiful thing. And when I read about it, it's an African tradition where everybody they make a little something, and then inside of it, they enclose a blessing for someone else. And it was just the colors and everything and all the individual things coming together as this one big collaborative thing was so beautiful. I'll have to post pictures of it somewhere. And then when Peter said share the kindness, I'm thinking what a great collaborative thing this would be to make one ourselves, maybe do an exchange, or even in the classroom have the kids grouped and have each table create a panel, and then you would have a collaborative thing from each class in school. I don't know. The ideas are swirling. I always get so inspired when I go to a museum. So that's just what's popping up in my head, and I would love to figure out a way that we could do like some kind of a exchange with each other to make each other, not that we're not real to each other, but we're faces on a screen. But if we get something in snail mail and hold it in our hands, it makes everybody more real to each other, sort of, kind of. So that's an idea, considering it.
Why don't you just pick a size of something and have everyone send it and put it together as one big exhibit?
And where would
Oh,
we
yeah.
where would we display it?
You have to find a place that would take it. But if you gave people a size,
Oh wait, you
and
know
they
what
could
would be
just
really
know.
cool? We could create a collaborative artwork from all of us and hang
Yeah.
it at the UFT headquarters, who is our sponsor. Yeah. Or even in a nice, I don't know if NYSADA has a headquarters, unless it's at the hotel. But
What if
that
you make it, it will come. Just have people make something and then it will come. The place will come.
you're
Something
so
will
smart,
happen.
Cindy. You're so smart,
So
Cindy.
just pick a size. I don't know. You have to decide on what medium. Does it matter what kind? Or you
Well,
gonna tell
everything
everybody
was
it's
hand
certain
stitched.
size watercolor paper?
No, everything was hand stitched in fabric, and then
Okay.
they were grouped together. You know what? Maybe I will do a session about this, and I'll create a
Mhm.
project, and we could either do an exchange to each other, or what if we made two and we swapped with another participant, and then I would collect one from everybody and create a collaborative piece that could be hung in the offices.
Yep. Keep it
Sounds
simple.
good.
That would
Just
be
like the
awesome.
remember the coral reef project where everyone crocheted something and then
Uh-huh.
they made a coral reef out of it?
Yep.
It wasn't that complicated and the kids just, well, I mean,
Oh,
if
these things
you
are
give
so
someone a
good.
size,
These little things are so simple and easy. It's like, even some of them look like, you know how to make a little ghost looking thing out of fabric? You take a square, you put stuff in the middle, you cinch the center. That's what a lot of these, that's how simple many of them were. And it's just inside you put a blessing for somebody else or for the world or whatever it is. I like this. Yes, the more I talk about it, the more I'm going to do that. Absolutely. So
let's just put it out there and see what you get.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. What are you doing? Are you cleaning your house while you're?
Yeah, I am. I'm sorry. I turned my camera off.
That's okay.
I haven't been home to do anything. So I'm like, oh, listen to, well, whatever. You know how it is. I'm
I
like,
know.
oh.
You said you had class tonight or tennis or.
I was supposed to golf, but it rained like the banshees. So I hopped on.
Oh, well, I hope you can make the next one. I hope it rains on you for the next time when he reschedules. Not,
Well, we'll be
not that I
fine.
wish you bad weather, but I hope you can.
Just don't pick a Sagamore week and we'll be okay.
Well, I can't,
right?
Because I'll be there too.
That's right.
All right.
I think it will be fine. Whatever you pick will be good. And the people that participate. And a bunch of small stuff put together makes one big stuff.
See, this is why doing these things, we talk things out and they become real things, and everybody
I
gets
got fabric
and
galore in my room. So
maybe yes, Rebecca, I see your mess. Maybe we can contribute to each have the final product in our classroom. Can you explain that idea a little more? Where's Rebecca? Did Rebecca leave?
She disappeared.
Yeah, she's not there anymore. Her message is there. She's like, can anybody see my messages? And then she's gone. All right. Oh, there you are. You're trying. Okay. We will work it out. If you have suggestions, yeah, I have tons of fabric too. Thanks to mom. Mom donated me like a whole storage room full of fabric to
And I have more.
Oh yay. Yes, Kelly.
Well, I also have, and I could probably share it here around Central New York. my mom was a quilter before rheumatoid arthritis and dementia, and
Mhm.
she used to take her extra pieces and cut them into blocks and strips. So I have all these little strips and
Uh-huh.
little blocks already cut, like small. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
So
I don't
like
know. Did you
like
see
well, these are
my
my paints, but like containers of this
right?
full of cut strips.
Did you
So is
see
that the
my
sort of
post
size?
in Facebook?
Yes, I loved it. That was
That's perfect
awesome.
for all of your little pieces. You could totally do
Yeah,
one of those. I
that's what I was
attended
thinking.
I was making Zen and a Kawandi style quilt workshop, and I posted it
That
on
was
Facebook.
cool.
Oh my God, I'm so addicted. I'm already working. You know what? I'm going to show you guys because it's right here. I take it with me everywhere now because when I'm not doing anything, I don't know if you could see this. This is my next one. Here it is. Here. So it keeps blocking out, but so little strips would be perfect for this project. So if you need something to do with all of those things, Kelly, definitely look into Kawandi, Kawandnd. I'm not sure if it's I or E.
I
Think
think
it's
it's on
in
your other post. I'll look it up.
Yeah, but oh my gosh, this is so meditative and therapeutic. And if anybody is interested, please look it up because this is so fun and it's such a great thing to do with lots and lots and lots of scraps of fabric. So I'm in total textile fabric mode. And when I saw this exhibit today, I'm just like, oh my God, that's just an extension of what I'm already kind of doing. So I thought it would be really cool.
Are you doing a session on that?
What, Mom?
Are you doing a session on that, Kawandi?
Yes, I actually contacted the woman who did this workshop through Making
Mhm.
Zen, and she said that she'd be happy to discuss doing a session with us. So yes, she's going to be on the calendar for us as well.
Wonderful.
Yes, 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 yes. Has anybody done a dot day that Peter was talking about? Kelly, can you tell us about that? Because not being elementary and being like 35 years outside or 25 years outside of having a little child, I'm not familiar with what happens with the dot day.
Well, Dante can really, from what I found, he's got all sorts of resources already for you. Like you can print out a whole packet. But what I did was had the kids all decorate dots. I cut the circle already for them and they decorated them. And we made a big paintbrush, like in the book, a bunch of the art club older kids and and we made some other stuff. And
Mhm.
because Dot Day fell like on our open house,
It's
we
in
did like
September,
photo
right?
apps.
In
Hmm?
September? It's in
Yeah,
September?
because it's early in September. It's the
Yeah.
15th. It's the day
Wow.
before my birthday. That's how I know when it is.
Oh, and I'm the 12th.
So,
Look at that.
yeah, there you go.
Happy
So it's right there.
birthday.
Virgo's the best.
Yes.
Anyway, so we did like a photo op with it, and there's a Dot song now that he has given this folk singer to sing. And so we all went around singing the Dot song. And it was like, I do a mural of some kind every year for open house anyway. It's what we
Uh-huh.
spend the first two classes doing.
Right.
Um, this year it was Jen Stark strips. One
Uh-huh.
year it was Thank You X blocks. It was the dots. I did David Kirchhoff's butterflies one year. He does the steel sculptures.
Uh-huh.
He has one from the from 9/11 and one from the Holocaust. But then he does like Warner Brothers characters too. He has some real cool music stuff also. I like him. So there's been a whole bunch that I've done of
Mm-hmm.
different murals. And I'm thinking about repeating the dot one.
That's cool. Well, maybe if we do well, when we meet with Peter, we can figure out how to all of us do a dot day at our school. I don't know how it would go over at the high school level, but something for me to think about over the summer for sure.
was surprised that my middle schoolish age kids, my fifth and sixth, I had sixth grade still at the time. They loved it.
Mm-hmm.
So, high school kids, you just kind of have to get that Kandinsky idea because I mixed it a little bit with Kandinsky and some other artists that use different patterns and dots in their work, from
Yeah.
pointillism all the way through Aboriginal. I showed a lot of different cultures and artwork to go with the book to the older kids. I didn't go that in depth with kindergarten because kindergarten in September is like herding cats.
Yes.
I'm not kidding,
No, I know.
but
I know.
kindergartners and now I teach pre-K. Pre-K
Oh
in
my God.
kindergarten in
God
September
bless
is
you.
like,
God
you
bless
know, it's
you.
got to be easy.
I have read ish with my high school students because so many of them come in and they're like, well, I'm not an artist. I don't want to have art. So, I try to explain to them that it's not about that, and that book, I love that book. So,
And if you haven't read Sky Color, that one is also really good for older kids having to think outside their realm.
right.
Peter, have you read the Sky Color one?
I have not read that one yet. I have
What?
to get, I saw that it's like the trilogy, it's the dot ish and Sky Color. So I want to get the other two and try to plan something around it. And ironically, I mean, the kids are coming in, they're still big, but they're coming in younger at the high school level, if you guys understand what I mean, for the last few years. So, maybe there's
Wondering in high school if you just gave an assignment like, introduce a lot of the different artists again that use the dot as their, main focus. But then I wonder if you could just assign like a 6x6 assignment where they just have to use a dot and they can use any medium, or they could do, and then you just did like a dot gallery on dot day or something like that. And it could be an embroidery piece that, involves a circle, it's a dot, it could be a painting, it could be a whatever, even looking at your painting behind you, it could be something along those lines that has dots, and then just have like one big gallery space
Oh
on
my
that day.
God, Kelly, you just gave me a
know?
massive idea.
Just something like that, or even, I don't know if you could get like your whole building involved or whatever, but even just putting extra paper out for like those that aren't in an art class to create a dot, and hang it in the display, and just everybody could get involved in hanging their dot, or assigning ahead of time might be nice for high school, because I think it would give them a little more flexibility and freedom to come up with what their dot
For
might be.
sure. Well, I could do it through the art club too after school. But I have this, literally, it's a giant like outdoor custodian garbage bag size, like it's 4 feet high when you hold it up, filled to the top now with fabric scraps from plushy projects.
Yep.
So if I handed or told everybody to go in the bag, get a color scrap that you like, and they're gonna cut circles and do something embroidered inside of each one, and then
And
somehow we attach them together, that would be stunning.
I'm just thinking they could even, they could paint on it, they can embroider into it, they could do just about anything, and just, it's the same type of thing we would do at the elementary, basically, for something for dot day. It's just stepping it up a little notch and giving
Yeah.
them a little more freedom.
That's a great idea. Dot day with scraps. Cool.
That is very cool.
Yeah. And you have to use all your mom's scraps. You have to do one of these Kawandis, because you'll never be so happy as when you're Kawandiing. For real. They're beautiful.
Do
And
you
they-
hand stitch it?
Yes, everything is hand stitched, and it's only the running stitch on the whole thing. It's up and down, up and down. That's it for the whole thing. It's mindless, but it's not. I don't know if that makes sense.
What size?
No, I've always loved embroidery. I agree.
Yeah, this is only 12 by 12, Mom. That's the
No,
size
the
they,
scraps.
huh?
They're all different size scraps, but approximately what are the sizes of them?
Of the
'Cause
scraps?
Yeah, because I was watching a video and it said you have to allow for turning the ends under before you sew them on.
Yes, the
So
scraps are all different sizes. I can't give you a measurement,
give
but
me a range. Give me a range, like
I don't
4
know,
inches.
like a 2x3, depending on whether you want rectangles or squares, and
Yeah.
everything fits inside of it. I mean, they also, the woman who did the session actually did a whole blanket, which is
Ooh.
insane. Doing a hand stitch, like real actual bed size quilt is kind of crazy. They talk about doing placemats, doing long rectangles for placemats, but this is, I love the idea of these in 12 by 12 squares. And I also am thinking about creating like a dangle beaded fringe on the bottom and then do a mini loops on the back, like hanging them on a dowel. As an ending finishing thing. So I don't know. I'm just in the making mode because I need to keep my hands busy because my brain is dead. So
Steph, when you stitch, do you go through the filling and the backing, or is it just across the top surface?
everything up and down through everything, through all the layers.
Through all the layers.
Yes.
Okay.
Crystal just put in a message that says, for our dot day, we use coffee filters and draw on them with washable marker and then spray with water and looks like tie-dye. That sounds really pretty too. Did I miss, I've never had so many messages. I can't keep up. Anywho, dot day, you could do a dot day quilt with high school and donate it to a homeless shelter or something like that to include the kindness. I like that idea. I love this. I love you guys. You're so good. You're so creative and
We love you too.
oh, thank. Well, you're my mom. You're supposed to say that. All right. What time is it? How did we do? Oh, it's 10 to 8. So okay. I'm gonna get on talking.
The latest,
What, Mom? What?
look at your latest message that came up on the screen.
My latest message is a ball.
No, somebody said that something like it went by very quickly. It's not just your mom. We love you too. Something like
Oh, thank you. Oh, you guys. Oh, I love that Kandinsky. I'm gonna have to look at this one and the recording, you know, stores all the chat stuff. But what was I gonna say? So yes, tomorrow I'm gonna call his people and we will arrange a replacement date. July 18th is with Allie Manning, and we're going to be creating, I'm so excited about this. Literally, match boxes, not a matchbook, but a match box, a mini accordion book that fits inside of a matchbox.
ooh.
Yes. I'm excited about that because if you have matchboxes that you don't know what to do with, you could use that. I'm also going to look into finding a template to create your own matchbox. More messages. Oh, thank you, Rebecca, Janet, everybody. I'm getting the warm fuzzies. So great. So yeah, look for that. I'll try to get maybe everything in July so that August can be free unless everybody else wants to. And I think I'm gonna do the blessings session, and I'll have to figure it out in my head how to organize it. But that will be really cool. All right. Anybody want to add any final thoughts before we sign off for the night? I hope you all, if you're not already ended, have a wonderful, peaceful ending to your school year without too much pain. And I know we're all exhausted and looking forward to summer. So anybody?
Wish for a slow going summer.
Yeah, well, always. They go too fast no matter what.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure. All right. Love to everybody. Thank you for your love and your patience and for showing up every time. It means a lot to me. And I'll see you in July.
Thank you, Steph.
Bye
Bye.
everyone. Thanks.
Good night.
Good night.